So, welcome everybody. Glad to have you here to share with me my photography. When people do ask me, why do you do photography? What does it mean to you? And how did you get started? Well, I like it again because I can capture everyday life. I can capture anything I want and make a record of it. And I can share it with other people, which is what I'm doing today. Let's see, I got started about 7 years ago when I retired. When I retired, I came home the very last day of work, walked in the door, my wife greeted me, and she said, "Congratulations. Now you have a lot of free time in your hand. So I have a suggestion. I suggest that you either get yourself a hobby, or I'm afraid I'm going to have to go out and get you a job." Well, there was no contest there. I didn't want to go back to work. I decided a hobby. Well, when I was a youngster, I dabbled in photography, I enjoyed it, but I never pursued it because I had a career, I had a family to raise, so I abandoned it for many years. I went back to it 7 years ago. And of course, it's completely different. Film cameras were being replaced by digital cameras. I knew nothing about them. So I had to learn digital photography. And the value to digital photography is with film cameras, you go out, you take a picture, you send it to a lab, you wait a week, and you hope for the best. But with digital photography, what you do is you take a picture, you look in the back of the screen to see if it's any good. And if it's good, fine. If it's not, take another one. And then you put it on, instead of having film, you have this little tiny card, the memory card. That you can store up to 1,000 pictures on just this little tiny thing. You plug it into your computer, and your computer does the work for you. As long as you learn how to use the computer and learn how to manipulate the programs and how to adjust all your pictures. So that's kind of what I do, and I'm still learning. I use editing programs, mainly like Photoshop and Lightroom. Now Photoshop, I know a whole bunch of things in Photoshop. You know how much I know? About that much. Because it just never ends. They keep adding on new things that you can do, new techniques you can do. So what you're going to see here is a lot of the techniques that I do use. I don't have a specialty. I like landscapes, seascapes, nature, wildlife. I love wildlife, and I love nature. I like architecture. I like artistic photography. You'll see some pictures here that look more like paintings or watercolors, but they're actually photographs. I also have been going around to various cities. What's happening now is that there are people coming from all over the world, artists, and they're painting these big murals on the sides of buildings, and you may have seen a lot of them. So in all the big cities, you'll see these unbelievably gorgeous murals, just artwork. I've been taking pictures of them and collecting that too. So that's it for now. What I'm going to do is start the program, sit back, relax, hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you. Any questions? Yes.
Is there a particular brand of camera you get better luck with when you take your photos?
Well, for some reason I started out with Nikon, and I never went anyplace else. I mean, I adapted to it, I learned it, and then I advanced and I got a better Nikon, and then I advanced and I got a little bit better Nikon, but it's not the camera. It's the person, you know, and it's what you can do. But yes, Nikon is my favorite only because I understand it. I understand all the different things that go into it. But really, it's more the lenses. You have to have good quality lenses. You can have a $10,000, $20,000 camera, and if you got a cheap, no good lens, you're going to get lousy pictures.
When you do your wildlife photos, what's the strongest lens you use for your lenses?
For my wildlife, mostly I use a 200 to 500 zoom lens. So I can take, you know, that pin way down there on the wall, that silver pin, and I can blow it up to be about this big, you know, with that kind of a lens. If I'm taking like insects, you know, primarily bees, I don't like to get too close to them. So I use a lens like that, and I could be from here to you away and take a picture of it. And you saw that one picture of the bee, and I wasn't close, I was far away with that one.
I haven't been that relaxed in ages. That was very relaxed.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I tried to make it relaxing. You know, I've done presentations where I talk through the presentation, you know, but after a while it kind of like,
Yeah,
people say, okay,
very effective.
yeah, everybody would rather just sit there and concentrate on what's
We
being.
haven't been this quiet ever. We're always talking, so thank you very much.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I was able to do it, really. To me, it's enjoyable. You know, with all the problems that we have in the world, there's an awful lot of beauty
Oh, I'm sure.
and a lot of creativity still in the world. And I want to record it and I want to share it with other people.
You do a wonderful job.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.